As wildfires continue to rage across Greece, a debate has ensued over what the government's response should be. Should it continue with its programme of replanting trees that could provide fuel for future fires? Or, as some scientists urge, look for new ways to adapt? The hilly Attica region surrounding Athens used to be filled with trees, but with wildfires consuming forests each year, these hillsides that were forested just a few years ago have become bald and rocky. Last month, a wildfire halted at a treeless area. It found fresh fuel some miles west, burning woods that led a path towards the city's suburbs. It swept through the leafy village of Penteli and Marlena Kaloudi's house, where she has lived for around 50 years.
The biggest disaster that happened is not our house. This can be restored in one way or another. It is those trees that were here before us, and we hoped and prayed would continue to be here after us.
This devastation is a familiar sight in Greece and across the Mediterranean region, where fires have become more frequent and fierce. This has been driven by higher temperatures and drier conditions that scientists link to climate change. And for the Attica region, national data has shown over 60% of broadleafed forest and 41% of coniferous forest has been burned and has not fully regrown. Greece wants its forests back and has started an initiative to plant over 1 million trees in Attica. But not everyone thinks resowing forests after fires works.
We cannot.
Meteorologist Theodore Giannaros says that the answer is to plant less flammable vegetation, like grass, instead.
I would say that we need to seriously focus on how to restore the landscape, but in a way not just planting trees or forests, but in a way that it will be more viable in the future and more resilient towards other natural disasters.
For Kaloudi, though, it's an obvious choice. After the last fire, which went on to smother the city's northern suburbs, her neighbours asked her to cut down the remaining trees in her garden. She refused. The loss of this forest terrifies me. It touches me on a survival level, she said. She added that what scares her is the fact that some want to cut down the trees that are left.